This is what I call a potential game. The reason why I call it a potential game is there's lots of potential on the field for the Eagles, but in the end it didn't pan out. Right now, I'm not judging the Eagles by wins and losses anymore. I stopped doing that I stopped doing that actually last week when they got shellacked by Cincinnati. So I'm not judging the Eagles by wins and losses anymore. I'm judging them by effort and how they stay in games. And to me today, they showed really good effort and they hung in the game. They had a chance to win at the end. Like I said, lots of potential left on that field. You saw flashes of it. You saw flashes of greatness from Wentz. Like when he spun out of Ryan Kerrigan's tackle, he moved off to the side. He threw it. Trey Burton's wide open, but it was underthrown. And it was severely off target, but that's what I'm talking about. You see that potential. Wentz getting out of the pocket. He's dodging tacklers. He did all the hard part. Wide open receiver. Underthrown. Obviously, those things are going to get fixed with time with Wentz. I feel like he is going to be a very good quarterback in the league one day as he continues to mature. But right now, we're just watching that evolution process. Last week, he didn't have a good game. This week, I think he really came out firing. He really came out sharp. He was mobile in the pocket. His mechanics looked a lot better. His shoulders weren't dropping as much. On the one interception, he did drop his shoulders. He did throw off his back foot. But other than that, his mechanics look really cleaned up today. But still, he threw the ball 46 times. I mean, come on, Doug. You got to be kidding me. The Redskins are ranked 29th against the run. Now, I know that the offensive line was beat up. I know that the run game wasn't necessarily working, but you got to keep at it. You got to keep at the run game. You can't just abandon it because you're down by like 4 points or something. No, you have to keep going off with the run game. They started off so well balanced. I think it was like 12 runs to 10 passes. If they would have kept that ratio all game, I think maybe we would have won that game. But Doug started to go away from the run, and then we became predictable again. So, you know, lots of potential on the field. Receivers, they cannot get open, can they? They really can't. Wentz scrambled out of the pocket at least 4 times. At least. Avoided so many sacks. And he's had so much time to throw. And nobody could get open. Nobody. Not one person could get open. That's a real shame. That's a shame. And, phew, I cannot wait till the offseason to see what receiver we get. Maybe we bring back Deshaun Jackson. Maybe we somehow get Terrell Pryor from Cleveland. Maybe we get Alshon Jeffrey. Whoever we get is going to be an upgrade over these guys. Because, Jesus, you can't even get one guy open. That's sad. That's extremely sad. So yeah, offense was, like I said, lots of potential, but at the end of the day, it didn't really pan out. What I feel like the Eagles are going to be, and some people might call me crazy, I feel like the Eagles are the Raiders of last year. Last year, the Raiders, I don't know exactly what their record was, but last year the Raiders were in almost every single game. And they had a young rookie quarterback in Derek Carr. They had a rookie in Amari Cooper. They were in every game, but they couldn't close it out. They had that potential. And then they added a couple pieces in the offseason. They, start to get that chemistry with one another. And now look at them. I believe they're 10-3 this year. So I feel like if the Eagles can play the offseason correctly and play the draft correctly, they can get a good receiver, get a good corner, draft O-lineman, draft a good running back. I feel like we can be like the Raiders next year. If we play it correctly. It all depends on how we play it. So, like I said, offense, Defense, it's a little lower than the offense. The defense did not play remarkably good. Like I said, they had flashes. Fletcher Cox finished with 2 sacks today. Really happy for him. He should be having a lot more production. I know he gets doubled and triple teamed, but we're paying you $103 million, man. Make an impact somehow. Doesn't always have to be sacks, but you're a big man, you know? Push the defenders back into the quarterback. That's making an impact. That's doing something even though you're not necessarily getting to the quarterback. So, flashes from the defensive line, flashes from the secondary. Leodis McKelvin got the pick six, but Leodis McKelvin got torched. He bites on a lot of plays, and that helped in that pick six, but that's not going to help in the long run. He bites on a lot of plays, and that's the reason why he got burned by Deshaun Jackson on that 80-yard touchdown. It's because he bit. Plain and simple. So, secondary was like normal secondary, I guess, for the Eagles. Bad. Defensive line played pretty much average today. Linebackers were pretty good. Jordan Hicks had a nice game. Always at the ball, but the defense was just I mean, and it took Jim Schwartz this long, what is this, week 14, week 15, to finally figure out to blitz. He's been so set in his ways that it worked in Tennessee, it worked in Detroit, it worked in Buffalo. We aren't those teams. We need help. We're not those teams. We're not at their level yet of defense. So I hope Jim Schwartz learns that, okay, maybe I do need to blitz a little bit more until we can get ourselves a nice corner and some good linebackers so that we can help out the defensive line if the quarterback gets the ball out quick. I don't know. Special teams, man, Darren Sproles is a warrior. That guy is a beast. He took a shot, helmet to helmet shot, and he got up after a while, and I believe he did get back into the game. I believe he did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did. And that just goes to show how much heart Darren Sproles has. That guy, he is the heart and soul of the team. He's been the heart and soul of the team for the past 3 years. He fought through the Chip Kelly days where Chip would barely use him. Now we're starting to utilize him more, but we're still losing. And he's still coming out and playing hard. So Darren Sproles is the heart and soul of this team. The long snapper situation, the Eagles are out there having tryouts on the sideline. That was just ridiculous. The thing that happened to us, our long snapper getting injured, that could only happen to the Eagles. That only happens to us. Whose long snapper gets injured? I'm not even sure they're allowed to hit him after he snaps the ball. Like, they can't physically hit him. I believe he just injured it on the sideline. So just ridiculous. Like I said, a potential game. Not really a lot to say about this. Like I said, not judging them off wins and losses, just effort and the little flashes they have. And like Doug Peterson said, I think they are heading in the right direction, but man, we cannot get a break. Yeah, we really can't.